Xbox Game Pass, probably the best service in gaming today. It gives you great value and top-notch games to always play. So what's up, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about January 2019 Xbox Game Pass games. Well, it's looking pretty good and might meet the quality that December brought from 2018. If we look back, 2018's December was probably the best Xbox Game Pass month we have ever seen. And while that was great value, of course, us gamers, we want more. We want to see the same quality every single month because we pay for a service that we love. And Mike Ybarra has been tweeting out saying, hey, January is looking just as promising as December was. We always want to bring out great quality games every month to keep the service in high demand. So let's get right into the games that they announced for early January. But let me just say that these games aren't all of January. These are just the first half of January. They've already announced that they're going to bring out more games at mid-January or later towards the end of January, much like they did with December. They brought a bunch of games out at the beginning of December and then released other ones throughout the month, which were really in high demand, and it made a lot of people play their games at the beginning of the month just so they can beat them and get ready for the other ones coming out later in December. It was a pretty cool thing. I enjoyed playing Mutant Year Zero and Ashen. December was probably the best time to be on Game Pass. But let's dive into what they're bringing out this January. Life is Strange 2 Part 1. The first episode in the sequel to Life is Strange, this game is going to follow two brothers who are forced to flee from their home after an unexplainable event happened. The game is very story-driven. It seems kind of like a Telltale game. And not to mention, if you have Game Pass, you are able to play Life is Strange the complete season and Life is Strange Before the Storm, which are similar games with different characters. But if you want the full range and emotion of this series, you can get all of that within Game Pass because the whole thing is there. And bringing Life is Strange 2 Part 1 in there seems pretty cool. The game just came out a little bit ago, so it's pretty nice to get this high quality game in there that's story driven and critically acclaimed. Life is Strange is one of those games that kind of took everybody by surprise, and I know multiple people that love it. I've played a little bit of Life is Strange. It didn't really appeal to me, but I think I just need to be in the right mood to be through that story-driven, kind of a walking simulator game. I know it's really fun. I know a lot of people adore it, so I might give it a chance since I have the complete series in Game Pass now. Next is Ark Survival Evolved, a massive multiplayer survivor game where you have to eke out an existence on an island filled with dinosaurs, mythical creatures, and advanced technology. I know this game is extremely popular, a lot of people like it, but I have to say, I don't really care for the developer. I feel like their games are very wonky. They make some badass trailers with some cool looking stuff, but again, it's always lackluster when you come to the actual game. Atlas was just brought out, and I have to say that's one of the buggiest games I've ever seen. Just go watch somebody playing it on Twitch. It is absolutely abysmal to watch. It's not entertaining, and the game just runs like crap on PC and everything else. So I don't really know about Ark Survival Evolved. I know a lot of people enjoy it because of the never-ending story to it and you just keep progressing, but I don't really care for it. It's not my cup of tea. Next is Farming Simulator 17, a simulation game that puts you in charge of all aspects of modern farms. Sounds pretty cool. I know a lot of people play this. I didn't even know there were 17 of them, so that's a little surprising. I didn't know these games were that popular. I've never played a farming simulator. I know a couple people that play them for fun when they just kind of want to have a downtime and just kind of hang out and play late at night while they chat with people. So that seems pretty cool for that. I just don't feel that I'm going to be jumping right into that and playing farming simulator, especially with all the games that are coming out. Next is Absolver, a massive multiplayer game focused on martial arts. This is new to the Xbox One. This game is actually a massive multiplayer game where you have like martial arts and you do crazy stuff and you fight people, I guess. And I've heard a couple people talk about it and they've actually enjoyed the game. It seems pretty cool. The art style of it really does remind me of Ashen. I don't know if you guys see that, but I can just see it. It reminds me of Ashen and it kind of gives me that same gameplay, except that it's not as hard. Ashen is, you know, you're facing against NPCs and you're kind of getting hit really easily. It's a Dark Souls-esque game. But Absolver seems like it's a multiplayer game that's focused around martial arts and taking people out and using your tactics in your martial arts to fight people and gain experience and move forward. I'm not too sure. The game doesn't really appeal to me. I don't really know if I'm going to be jumping into that either. Next, we have Just Cause 3, the third entry in the open world action game where you're tasked with taking down a Mediterranean island's dictatorship. Well, I have to say that this game is absolutely not what I want to play. I own this game. I bought it, I think, for I want to say 18 bucks or 12 bucks or something like that. And I have to say that this game was running absolutely atrociously on almost all platforms. The frame rates would drop, edges just seemed juddery, and the graphics hurt my eyes. I got a headache after playing the game for about 2 to 3 hours. I didn't really enjoy the controls. I didn't really enjoy the game. It just ran like crap. Whenever there was a lot of explosions or you were doing something, the frame rate would plummet. I don't recommend people to play this. If you're going to play a Just Cause game or a Just Cause 3, I honestly recommend playing something else like Just Cause 4 maybe, which I've heard is okay. And maybe even waiting till Crackdown 3, because that seems like it's going to be a far more stable, far more fun game that you can get in Game Pass instead of having to deal with the frame rate drops and all the other crap that came along with Just Cause 3. The next game is Aftercharge, a team-based multiplayer game where one team attempts to sneak into the enemy's territory and destroy their items, while the other team, who is invisible, tries to stop them with weaponry. This looks pretty cool. It's coming to Xbox One for the first time. Seems pretty cool. I want to play the game. I like PvP aspect games, and this seems like a cool little team-based game where it requires strategy, working together, and the invisible robots attacking really sounds cool. I want to see what kind of traps they have, what kind of things you can do differently. The art direction reminds me a little bit of like Crackdown almost, if you look at it, the colors and the futuristic stuff. It's kind of fun. I want to play it, download it, and give it a shot, but there's so many other games coming out that it's almost overwhelming. The only one I'm seeing so far that's almost 100% play for me is Life is Strange. So we'll see what else they bring out in January. I hope you guys enjoy the video, but I want to know what you guys think. Go down below, tell me what games you're looking forward to out of the list that was just given to us. Are you looking forward to Life is Strange, Ark, Farming, whatever one? Just go down below, tell me what you think, and let's have a discussion. And also tell me what games you think are going to be coming out later in January. What's your prediction? Usually the games that come out a little later in the month seem to be bigger titles that they keep hidden till the last second because they kind of want to give you that little bit of a shock factor. Like Hellblade, Ori, those games came out a little bit later in December, which is really cool. Doom in August came out a little bit later. So go down below and tell me what you guys think. I can't wait to talk to you. And also, please hit that like button and that subscribe button. It means a lot to me and the channel. I really do appreciate any support I get. It means so much to me. So thank you guys. Well, that's all for now, guys. I'm out of here. And remember, enjoy your gaming. Have a good one. Later.